Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at a few different bags from Goruck. And Goruck's bags have become quite popular in the carry and backpack community due to their rugged build quality, minimalistic aesthetics, and special forces DNA. They can also be a pretty big investment, and now there's so many different models, aesthetics, materials to pick from that it can be a little bit overwhelming to decide which one might be best for you. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about my experience using these various models over the past couple of years, and I'll be sharing my perspective on which ones I think would work best for different situations, use cases, and price points. And before jumping into the video, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Danny, and on this channel, we love reviewing popular travel and everyday carry gear. If you like these types of videos and you'd be interested in seeing more, please consider subscribing as it helps the channel out a lot. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and jump in. Before kicking things off, one caveat that I wanted to mention is that this isn't an exhaustive list of all of the bags that Goruck has to offer. I actually haven't had a chance to test out one of their Rucker bags. I've heard great things, and they seem to offer a lot of the same benefits that the GR1s and GR2s that we're going to be talking about in this video have. They just seem to be a little bit more geared towards people that are going to be using it for rucking as their primary use case, or maybe in Goruck's challenges, or also if you just don't need a dedicated laptop compartment. And so with that being said, the bags that we're going to be talking about in this video are the Bullet Ruck 16 liter, the laptop edition, the GR1, both the classic style that has MOLLE as well as the Heritage edition, the Goruck GR2 26 liter Heritage and classic styling, and the GR2 40 liter, the slick edition that we featured a little while back. So to me, that provides a nice cross section of the different aesthetics, organizational layout, and styles, materials. Before talking about that though, I'm going to call out some of the similarities between all of the bags. First up is just the durable build quality that they're all going to have, regardless of the material that you go with. Goruck's bags are very reliable. They have a lifetime warranty. They have their SCARS program, which allows you to send the bags in for modifications or repairs. And I've never had any issues quality-wise with Goruck's bags. The materials are very well reinforced. They're meant to carry heavy weights, and so the straps are all going to have really great padding. It's going to be heavily reinforced. The back panels on none of these are going to be super breathable, but they do offer a nice amount of support, rigid frame sheets to help distribute the weight. The bags are all going to have smooth working and reliable YKK zippers, as well as a clamshell opening on the main compartment to allow for easy packing and organization. And they will also all have a dedicated laptop compartment, which Goruck calls their bomb-proof laptop compartment. Very well padded and protected for your laptop, and it's also going to have a false bottom to help prevent the bottom from hitting the ground when you place your bag down. Now with the similarities out of the way, let's take a closer look at the different models that we have here. So starting off with the Bullet Ruck, this is the 16 liter with the dedicated laptop compartment, which is a newer bag to Goruck's lineup. The Bullet Ruck, however, has been around for a while. The 15 liter is very, very popular as a compact everyday carry bag. It's one of the smaller options that they're going to provide. They have had the Echo backpack and the Radio Ruck over the past couple of years. I've seen them kind of come and go. Can be a little unpredictable on whether they will be available. The Bullet Ruck seems to be more of a mainstay. Hopefully this laptop edition sticks around. In general, this is going to be a great size for anybody who doesn't need to carry quite as much during their day-to-day. It's going to be also a great option if you're a little bit smaller. If you don't, if you're not as tall and you just don't want to feel swallowed up by one of their larger offerings. This is very compact, simple form factor. The classic edition that I have here, which has the MOLLE webbing, as opposed to the Heritage edition, as this is offered in a Heritage style now, does not have the top quick access pocket, which has been incorporated in some of the other bags that we'll see in this video. This still has a pass-through for a nozzle if you're going to be using this for hydration, which I was a little bit sad to see. I actually really like that quick access pocket, so it's not provided here. One of the other differences with this one is that you don't have MOLLE webbing on the side, so you cannot add a external water bottle pocket as you can with some of the other bags. Another interesting fact about the Bullet Ruck that I have here is that the exterior fabric is 500D Cordura as opposed to the 1000D that Goruck had used in their bags for a long time. They still offer some bags in 1000D, so you'll have to take a close look as you're ordering at which version you're going to be getting. I don't think that there's any loss in quality to using 500D. It's maybe not quite as abrasion resistant or rugged, but I really like that it's not as stiff or difficult to break in. Right out of the box, it just kind of molds around all the items that you have on the inside, and it also helps save on a little bit of weight. And then, of course, the biggest difference is gonna be the dedicated laptop compartment that you have on the back. There is the 15-liter edition that's still available that has a sleeve on the inside, but it's not gonna have this separate area for your laptop. The back padding is also gonna be a little bit different. This one has some reinforcement down at the bottom in the lumbar area. But regardless of whether you go with the laptop or the 15-liter, they're gonna be pretty similar overall. And this is also gonna be a great option if you want something to be able to pack into one of your larger rucks, as it can, slim down, very small when it's empty. So if you're looking for a smaller compact EDC, if you need the laptop, get the 16-liter edition. But if you just want something simple and you don't think that you're gonna need it for the laptop, and you also wanna save a little bit of money, as the Bullet Ruck is one of Goruck's more entry-level options, then that's gonna be a great one to check out. Up next, we have the GR1. And I currently have the original edition here with the MOLLE webbing on the front and sides, as well as the Heritage edition. Both of these are the 21-liter size. It is also offered in a 26-liter, which I always thought was a little bit too tall for my height. I'm 5 foot 11 inches, and it never felt or looked quite right, at least for my preferences. So that would be my recommendation. If you're under 6'1" or 6 feet, I would definitely lean more towards the 21-liter unless you're confident that you need that extra space, or you just don't mind the bag looking a little bit taller overall. As far as the fabrics, on the right, I have the 1000D Cordura GR1, which was my first Goruck. I've had it for many years now. It's held up really well. And on the left, I have the waxed canvas Heritage edition, which is a little bit newer, but has quickly become one of my favorites. Both of these materials are very rugged. They're gonna hold up to rougher usage. The waxed canvas is gonna develop a very nice patina. Over the years, you can also wax and re-wax it to increase the weather resistance. And it's a material that feels great right out of the box. There's not really a break-in period or anything like that. Whereas with the 1000D, this bag is gonna feel stiff when you pull it out of the box. It's gonna take a while for it to really feel worn in and comfortable. You have to use it under weight. I currently have it filled in with a ruck plate and some heavier books, as I do still use this for rucking. It's finally starting to break in. So that 1000D is gonna be tough. It's gonna hold up well over the years. It is gonna be more abrasive, so it's gonna be a little tough on your clothing. And in general, I've always been a little bit disappointed with the comfort of the 1000D and just how long it has taken for that to break in, both with the GR1 and the GR2 that I've had. And as far as the weather resistance, the 1000D has held up well in the rain that I've been caught in. So I've never been in a super huge rainstorm with it. This isn't meant to be a super waterproof bag. From what I've seen, it's got the rain flaps to cover the YKK zippers. That's gonna be for both of them. And it's rain resistant, so lighter rain is not gonna seep through. Your stuff should be fairly well protected, but it's definitely not a material that I would wanna get caught in a downpour with. So that's something that you'll wanna keep in mind with both of these, honestly. And so which of these materials is gonna be best for you is really gonna depend on your aesthetic preferences and whether you like something that's a little more timeless and maybe is gonna work better in a professional setting, in which case I would go with the Heritage edition and the waxed canvas, which is offered in a few different colors. But if you want something that's gonna feel a little more rugged for taking into the outdoors while still working well in an urban setting, and you just don't wanna have to worry about the elements getting at your bag, then the 1000D may provide a little bit more peace of mind and may come at a slightly heavier weight. Other differences to call out between the two are, of course, the MOLLE webbing, which you're gonna have on the 1000D version. So that's offered on the front and on the sides, and this offers some nice benefits as far as being able to attach carabiners or also to pair with Goruck's field pockets or other MOLLE compatible pouches. In previous videos that I've done for this one, I've shown myself attaching an external water bottle pocket as well as some other pouches to just add some extra organization to the bag. And that does provide a little bit more of a tactical vibe. It's not overwhelming. I've always thought that this was a good blend of tactical and minimal, but for some people that might still be just a little bit too military looking for taking into a professional setting, or just for exploring a city. You might want something a little bit more subdued. In that case, the Heritage is gonna be a great fit, as it doesn't have any exterior MOLLE webbing. They both do have some rows of MOLLE on the inside. And then the other big difference between the two is gonna be that the Heritage edition has the top quick access pocket, which is one of my favorite updates that Goruck has made to their lineup. I wish all of their bags had this, honestly. This is just a really simple area at the top under the handle of the bag where you can store something like your sunglasses, your headphones, anything that you need to grab a little bit more quickly. Provides a nice amount of capacity, and again, very easy to reach. So you're gonna have to kind of make a trade-off between the two. I have seen some people have that quick access pocket added, but I don't think you can do that to all of the Goruck models. So definitely keep that in mind as you're deciding between the two, but both of these are just a really epic, more minimal everyday carry pack. And then moving into the GR2, these have really expanded over the years. The first big change was that they offered a 26-liter edition, which I chased down for many years. It was a pretty rare offering for a while, but now it seems to be more readily available. And that to me is a size that works very well for a larger EDC or for minimal travel. And the sizing on that is gonna be similar to the 21-liter as far as the height. This was always one of the biggest questions that I had when I was trying to decide if I should get the 26-liter. They're pretty much the same height. The biggest difference is that the GR2 is gonna have an extra compartment, so it's gonna stick out more. But if you're curious on the height specifically, 21-liter GR1 and 26-liter GR2 are a very similar height. And so the GR2 26-liter, absolutely love that it has the dual clamshell style main compartment. So that's gonna make it very easy to organize all of your stuff and provide some of the benefits that were traditionally reserved for the larger carry-on size rucksacks in a package that you could use for walking around. Like the GR1s, this is offered in 1000D. I believe there may be some 500D versions running around, and then the wax canvas. I wanted to showcase it in this video just to share, just so you can get a sense of what it looks like when it's packed out next to the more traditional GR2 with the webbing. This one, like my GR1, has webbing on the front, on the side, so you can customize it with pouches, external water bottle pocket. This one, of course, is a little bit cleaner. It also has the quick access pocket at the top, whereas the Molly edition does not have that. And so the 26-liter GR2 is really gonna be a great option for anybody who needs just a little bit more organization and capacity than the GR1 would offer, but you still want an EDC size bag. But then we also have the larger GR2s, which is offered in a 34-liter and in a 40-liter edition. I have the 40-liter here. This is the Huckberry collab that I featured in a video pretty recently. And 40 liters is big. You can see it's kind of towering over the 26-liter. There is the 34-liter GR2, which I used for many years. I actually ended up selling that one when I got the 40-liter, and that one's kind of in between the sizing here. And so you can check out some of the videos that I've done for the GR2 if you want to see what that looks like on somebody who's 5'11". And I think that the 40-liter is definitely too big for EDC. That's my opinion, particularly for my height, but it is going to be a great option for longer term one bag travel. It can hold a ton of stuff. The 34-liter was also a great, more carry-on friendly option, as it's probably going to work better with stricter airlines, but the 40-liter still manages to look compact enough, even though it's pretty tall. They have the same layout, so both of them have that dual clamshell style opening so that you can, take advantage of the built-in field pocket, and the other organizational areas. Beyond that, the main compartment is similar to the GR1's clamshell style opening. Lots of space. You have some rows of Molly webbing on the inside. The 40-liter that I have here is the Slick edition. Goruck has been making some of these with Huckberry and some on their own site where they sell them without the Molly webbing, and it's also not a Heritage edition, so it's got, this one is 1000D Cordura, so it's still got a little bit more of that sort of tactical vibe without the webbing itself, so very clean, minimal vibe that's going to blend in well in pretty much any environment and still offer the ruggedness that you expect from the Molly editions of the bag. And you also don't have the quick access pocket at the top, so it's a little bit more limited. It really is mostly about the capacity that is going to be the value with this one. And again, at 40 liters, to me, that's just really a big travel bag to use for one bag travel, carrying on for a longer period of time, can really hold a ton of stuff. I was able to pack in the Bullet Ruck into this backpack comfortably. The 34-liter, I was a little more tight on space with regards to packing the Bullet Ruck, so that's something where a flatter or simpler packable backpack might work. You may be able to get away with the 34-liter GR2, which is a little bit shorter for EDC. It's the same height as the 26-liter GR1, so if you're above 6 feet or you just don't mind a bag looking a little taller, then that might be able to work well for you. If not, for just a larger carry-on bag, I definitely recommend the 40 liter. The extra space that it provides is really nice, and it doesn't feel that much heavier or bulkier than the 34 liter, just a little bit taller. And then if you're looking for a more versatile EDC size bag that steals the organizational layout from the travel bag into a daily bag size, then the 26 liter again is going to be the way that you'll want to go. And so that's it. Those are some of the similarities and differences between the different Goruck bags that I've had a chance to use over the years. Hopefully this video was helpful, and if you have any questions on the bags that I featured in the video or suggestions for other rucksacks that you think that I should check out, as always, please let me know in the comments. And I'll definitely include links in the description below to some of the in-depth reviews that I've done for the Goruck bags that I featured in this video if you want to get a closer look at how I load those out. I'll also include links to some of the similar style bags that I would recommend checking out if you're in the market for something minimal and durable. So companies such as Evergoods, Alpha 19er, and Air are going to be great alternatives. Bellroy, there's going to be a lot that are going to be worth checking out. And I'm going to be curious to hear what you all thought of this type of video and whether it was helpful. If it was and you'd like to see a similar breakdown of another brand's bags, definitely let me know in the comments below. And I want to thank you as always for watching and supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any upcoming videos, and we'll see you in the next one.